Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here, back for the fourth episode of Akebi-chan no Sailor-fuku. And last episode was probably my favorite episode of the series so far. Like, it really cemented this show as most likely being my anime of the season. Like, it's hard to imagine anything passing this at this point, because last episode, like, made it really clear that something popped up on my screen, kind of killed my train of thought. Last episode made it clear what kind of show this is, and it's very much the kind of thing that's up my alley. We had our main girl, she transfers to the school, or, goes to the school, and she gets a list of all of her classmates, and then she basically conquers each one of them one by one. Like, last episode was 2 girls. I'd assume this episode will be 2 girls as well until we get through the entire list. I think that's the plan. Like, she didn't really, have any kind of monologue about her goals, but I feel like that's the goal. Because last episode, she had Tanigawa and Kujo, I think are their names. Kujo, right? Kojo. I was close. So, yeah, basically each half of the episode was dedicated to each of those girls. With Tanigawa, she, kept admiring her legs, wanting those pics, had her go back to her place and send her pictures, because she was a little bit embarrassed to do it in person, which is understandable. But, like, also, this is a case of kind of getting more than she asked for, because it wasn't just like a shot of the legs, it was like a full-on shot with very like disheveled clothes, and the skirt was kind of up, and just, I mean, the look on Akebi-chan's face when she saw it really says it all. But, I mean, it was an accidental send, which kind of makes it better, but yeah, that was great. And then we had the whole reading session with Kojo later in the episode, and they got, like, there was a rain, they were in the room together, just the 2 of them, this really nice atmosphere, and a lot of wetness, and just kind of, like, close proximity, reading together. And Akebi, not like the best reader, so she kind of has Kojo there to help her out with the occasional word, because there was one scene where she was reading that she stopped because she didn't know how to read a word, and then you had Kojo kind of like whisper it to her to the point where the audience couldn't even hear her, and then she continued reading. I rewatched that scene because I was kind of curious what the word was, and I think this was it. Quiet, calm, leisurely, compound. I think that was a word. But I enjoy that scene because I try to read like Japanese visual novels, and I had to look up a decent amount of words, as you might expect. So seeing like actual Japanese people also occasionally struggling with the word is kind of reassuring in a way. But yeah, so we had a lot of good stuff there, and also decided to join the drama club. I mean, Tanigawa joined the photography club because it's what's most suited for her. Let's be honest. And we have Akebi joining the drama club, which there should be a lot of fun with that, especially the subtle sign she gave us as she said she joined the drama club, which I think made it pretty clear of some of her intentions. But yeah, let's jump into the episode and see exactly what Akebi gets up to today. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Also, we had a short but top-tier dance sequence in the last episode. You see me, I know you see me, please wave back. She took too long, so the opening started. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of girls left to go that need their like special one-on-one time with Akebi. I like how H2O is written under the kanji for water. And just look at all these girls. I mean, how could you not give each of them some one-on-one time? And we also had like the music listening to scene with Tanigawa. I can't believe I was worried about potential bullying in the show. Everyone loves Akebi. Episode 4, My Image. Watashi no Imeji. Okay. Yeah, I bet you do. I think we all do. I don't think she wants you to show that here. I couldn't imagine anyone better. Yeah, I understand. Tomodachi. Drama club this way. Don't get lost, guys. Man, this girl. So that's... Okay. I don't think we've seen her before. Yeah, I'd break out the HD... I'd break out the HD camera, too. I definitely get that. Is she already gone? Yeah. Well, okay, it's not like I was talking to you or anything. So yeah, that was like the drama club presidents. Yeah, we're holding hands right here in public. Yeah, I don't think she minds. No, nobody would. I mean, that's really what's makes you special. Your unique uniform. So I don't see a problem. Basketball. Togano. Like her hair. Bam. You told that boss what's that ball. What's up? I can't remember all these names. You'd have my own list taped to the side of my monitor. Like face pics next to each name. Ah, she's rocking that ponytail. As expected of an archery girl. Whew. There we go. Oh, well. A lot better than I could have done. Man, we're really showing the sweat this episode. I approve. Too bad we can't do all the things. Okay. Seems like a nice place. Oh, actually, it's wow. I would love a yard like that. Ceremony club. Okay, yeah, I get that. Anyone else feeling a little bit anxious about how this is going to go down? I would be disappointed if you didn't. Okay, wow, that's a pretty good shot. Oof. Oh. Man, she really is getting into this. Getting real close. You can't shove it in her mouth. Is that where my image comes in from the title? So what exactly is her image? What was that? I mean that was something. uh, okay, gotcha. And we talk about Miki a lot. Are we ever gonna like have like talk to her, meet her? There were some good ones in there. Is she gonna... Okay, well, it didn't hit her. Did she get wet, though? Yeah, got her all dirty. Yeah, I saw some mud down there. She gonna be helpful here? Right. I had a feeling this was where it was going. A good chance to interact with her. Yeah, she's like gonna say no to that offer. But what about the one-on-one time? Gotta ask my mommy for permission. You know, taking pictures. You were a great model. She knows what's up. Episode title drop. Mangetsu Dormitory. Yeah, they gotta be really on the books about this sort of thing, I guess. She recognizes it. You know, misunderstanding and whatnot. I... well then. Okay. Sounds about right for Akebi's mother. Pretty much what I was saying. Someday Akebi will pass down the uniform to her daughter. Oh. Oh. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's not really that embarrassing, is it? Both feet, that is unlucky. It is cool to be able to check out the dorms. Kisaki, was that the blonde? We actually haven't interacted with her too much in the show. Definitely a pretty good room. Oh, naturally. Those those are bunny ears. Why does she have bunny ears? Can we see them on someone? Neko-chan. Oh, she was a Kyudo girl, okay. I mean, Neko-chan. She does have an adorable sleeping face. Yeah, that's... You take some shots of that, that's just how it is. Let's do it. Still all muddy. She's finally gonna succeed in getting her to strip. You don't need to look away. I would say so. Wow. I definitely approve. I think she just fell in love all over again. For sure. I want to see her, like, spin and do a twirl and see her, like, twirl around. Good idea. Having to walk down the hall with your dirty clothes in a dorm you don't go to. I would be a little bit embarrassed about that. And we just get to see so many aspects of the dorm, too. Really not used to that in anime. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, because even the signing in process, I don't think I've seen an anime that did that for a dorm, or at least showed that. I'm glad we have a photographer to capture all the good moments of these interactions. I expect you to send me those pics later. Tanigawa, whatever your name is. Man, she's still sleeping through all this. I'll take your word for it. She's got some talent. Now, how long are these cookies gonna last? I didn't quite catch that. Usagi Hara is such a mouthful of a name. Yo, Nawashiro. I don't think she stopped eating since those cookies hit that table. Man, just you got some stuff on your cheek. Just everyone, just keep coming. I hope we made enough cookies for the entire dorm. Togeguchi. I mean, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I don't think I said it, but very much a popular girl. I mean, if you can make cookies like that, naturally you'd be pretty popular. Gotcha. I did think they were pretty high quality, so makes sense. Oh, we're grabbing the bunny ears. We are really grabbing the bunny ears. Wow, okay. Oh yeah, Usagi, okay, I'm an idiot. That makes sense. Usagi, okay. Can we put the rabbit ears on Akebi? That would work. I feel like I finally have a complete idea of this dorm's life and her role in it. Yeah, I definitely can't do that. Yeah, they're certainly not on your level. I'm sure Akebi can do anything she puts her mind to. Akebi in an apron. Let's go. Am I not supposed to? You know, it's... The first time's gonna be a bit rough. That's just how it goes. Oh, God. Itadakimasu. You know what? I'll leave it to you guys to try it. Man, that face says it all. Is it edible, though? Oh, God, that was supposed to be a crepe. Like I said, just you try it a few more times and eventually it'll become edible, I'm sure. Yeah, I was kind of starting to think that too, but yeah, this definitely grounds her a bit. Wow, she was really embarrassed about that. That can't be Okay, that's what she did over there, okay. I must have missed that. Is she a Neko or an Usagi? Make sure to take some shots of that. Did I have a bathwater option? Good thing too, because that's like the titular outfit, so can't have it ruined. Yeah, those are kind of like, you know, an issue. I guess we, yeah, showed her. Is she taking a picture of her protruding toe? But why is the animation in this show so good? Like, why? That's a picture we show. Little bit. That's definitely Akebi-chan. Definitely depicts her better than, you know, the imitating Miki stuff she did before. So it was time to go. That's what I thought. But yeah, that's all we saw, like a quick eye shot. So she did wave, okay. I was thinking that too, like, even if she did wave, we wouldn't be able to see if it was that zoomed in, so it's good to see that she did wave. And her knees, like, basically touching her nose in that shot. Yeah, Tomodachi, Tanigawa K. Nice. And we're gonna end off there. Yeah. I actually wasn't expecting Tanigawa to get as much focus this episode as she did. And she knows how to use that jump rope. Wow. I got exhausted just watching all that. Okay. Well, that was the 4th episode of Akebi-chan no Sailor-fuku. Another high-tier episode, I would say. Now, it wasn't quite like the previous episode where there was a, individual focus on 2 different girls and 2 different halves. This was more of a consistent plot throughout the course of the episode, which is different, but certainly not any worse. So, I just was surprised. Like, Tanigawa, I thought it was kind of like, one and done. She'll do her own thing now while Akebi gets to know other characters, right? That's kind of what I was expecting, but not really. Tanigawa kind of really remained relevant to the whole episode because she was doing something for she's making like a pamphlet for the photography club, right? And she wanted Akebi to be a model for that, which makes sense. Akebi's very attractive. She's very popular. She's very spirited, and she's friends with her. So there's really no reason not to. And the drama club gave her approval on that. Basically, yeah, talking about the value of experiences and all that. I like how she just whips out the video camera to record Akebi doing her workout. I wasn't really talked about at all during the episode, but I appreciated it. But also a little bit of hand holding in the hallway. It was a short little scene there, but I also appreciated that. But got a good look at a lot of the sports clubs sweating their youthful sweat. The volleyball team, the basketball team, archery, Kyudo, whatever you want to call it. Which I guess was the same girl that was sleeping in the dorm later. Yeah, Kamimoku. Which, there's just so many names. I don't know how I should go about trying to remember them. Because sometimes the character will be like, yeah, this character doing a thing, and I'm like, okay, who was that again? Like, I don't remember which name it was, but during the part where they kept coming to Usagi Hana's dorm, somebody mentioned somebody else's name, and I had no idea they were referring to. Because there are just so many characters, but... Also, we did the photography at the tea ceremony area, is that what they said? Yeah, because that's like the water, the bridge. Yeah, the tea ceremony club, Sadobu. So, definitely a great location. But, yeah, this was a fun scene because we got to see Akebi do all sorts of poses. And some of them, obviously, she was trying too hard, trying to do that Miki imitation, right? And, I mean, she's cute when she does that, but it definitely does not feel like her at all. Like, not at all. But, it's still cute, though. But, yeah, that was kind of the main thing of the episode, right? Figuring out her image, what she's all about. Because we've seen her do various things, right? So, and obviously she's a big fan of Miki, but... Yeah, this episode was a good chance for Tanigawa to just kind of, follow her around, see her kind of, going a bit outside of her element, doing things she's not really all that accustomed to, go into an environment that she's not accustomed to, and kind of getting a more, raw look at who she is through that, right? I'm not sure if I'm articulating what I'm trying to say very well, but hopefully I'm getting it across more or less. But yeah, basically things took a turn when she got a uniform all dirty and got to go over to the dorms, invited by Usagi Hara, which is good because I figured Usagi Hara would be probably the next girl to get some focus, aside from our blonde girl, which actually was not in the episode much, but yeah, basically invited her back to her dorm so she could wash the clothes there because it was closer by, and she felt kind of responsible for it, so it made a lot of sense. And yeah, we got to see so much of the dorm, the sign-in process, which it makes sense that they would have that, but I feel like I've never seen that in an anime before. Probably because it's not really all that, important to the plot, unless there's some kind of, sneaking someone in or something. I don't know, but it makes sense that they would have that, or at least some would have that. But it's never really shown that. Like in a lot of shows where you go hang out at the dorm, usually it just shows a dorm room or maybe some kind of common area where everyone hangs out. Usually not to showing the sign-in process, showing a laundry room area. A lot of slice of life shows don't really show that, I don't think. But also she apparently injured her sock, got her her toe, sticking out. which I guess is a little bit embarrassing, I suppose. But yeah, she just took them off, which led to a very funny shot of her just kind of like smiling and holding her socks up. But the secret was not kept forever, because eventually everyone found out. But she kept the secret for a decent amount of time. Yeah, we saw the rabbit ears, and I was so confused. I think because at that moment I didn't remember her name, but yeah, Usagi Hara. Usagi means rabbit ears. It made sense once it became really clear. But yeah, I like how she just like casually grabs them and puts them on, like it's no big deal. Also, we put Akebi in a really nice outfit, which I think looked really good on her because literally everything looks good on Akebi. One of those things I've noticed about this show. And also, Tanegawa looking away and blushing was really cute. She's that kind of girl. But also, we baked cookies. We got to find out that Usagi Hara is all about that baking of sweets. We learned about her like family situation a bit and how she kind of utilized that skill to become more popular. Everyone appreciates a skilled girl that can make sweets, especially if you're in a pretty like restricted environment and all that. Yeah, some of the things she says almost sound like a glorified prison, but because not a whole lot of freedom. Everything's kind of really heavily managed. But if I had to choose a prison, there's certainly worse ones. I mean, in general, Japanese high schools are more strict than American ones in so many regards. So, it makes sense. Also, yeah, I want to go back to this story because I feel like I didn't pay that much attention to it. Yeah, because she put on the rabbit ears in this scene. Yeah, she actually wore it during the introduction. I wore it and I said, "I'm Usagi." So she tried to do like a self-introduction gag sort of thing, and it just didn't go over well. Man, that would be so awkward. I mean, it's no worse than showing your panties to your whole class, I guess. But yeah, she even commented on it here. It turns out the only thing that works is showing your underwear like you did. But I mean, that's a bold strategy. It's not for everyone, so. But I mean, it did work out for her. Like, it's not like any horrible rumors or nicknames spawn out of it. It was a good icebreaker. So yeah, essentially she used like cookies as a recovery from that, essentially. But yeah, that's what transitioned us into Akebi trying to cook them herself. And it didn't go well. Like, I mean, did we not give her a recipe to follow? Like, if somebody's making something for the first time, you want to have like a very specific, concrete recipe within eyeshot that you can constantly reference, right? Like, even doing that, you're not going to get like 100% perfect your first try, but that'll give you the best chance of the highest success, right? So, you really should do that if you're a beginner making anything. Just get a good, solid recipe. Try not to get too fancy, try not to get too creative, and you should get something at least edible if you do that. But yeah, it didn't quite go very well. Those poor crepes, they never stood a chance. Next time she makes them, I'm sure they'll go much better. Also, we put rabbit ears on Neko-chan as she was sleeping. We never actually got to see her notice that. I was kind of hoping she'd be like, "Huh, what's on my head?" Then maybe get a little bit mad. That would have been funny, but oh well. Can you imagine her wearing those rabbit ears doing her archery? Now, that'd be quite a visual, wouldn't it? Also, if we snap some shots of her torn socks, some of the best shots in the episode for sure. But yeah, by the end of the episode, I'd say Tanegawa had a pretty good idea of Akebi's image, and their friendship definitely grew even stronger throughout the course of the episode. Yeah, we even like showed the scrapbook to Kao, the little sister. We got to see the one picture of Akebi on her back and basically her knees up to her nose. We got a picture of Usagi and Usagi ears. But yeah, good stuff. I definitely liked the episode. I do hope we get a focus on our blonde girl, who I think was Erika, right? Like Kisaki Erika. I think that was a blonde girl. But yeah, I was kind of expecting to get that this episode. Since we didn't, we have to get a next episode, right? Like, she really came across in episode 1 as, like, the primary friend or love interest or whatever. Like, she kind of had that vibe because she was the first one met in the episode. She was obviously a little bit eccentric, a little bit odd, right? So she definitely gave me that impression. So they can't really wait too long to give her some real focus, because I don't think we even saw her in the episode. If we did, it was a really, really quick one. So, yeah, they can't really put that off too long, I'm pretty sure. So she has to be heavily featured in the next episode. Like, I have to believe that. Unless they're just trying to tease us. I don't know. But really good episode regardless. So many characters' names to remember, and I'll do my best. But yeah, the show's done a really good job of making the school feel alive. Like, even in that one shot, it actually gave a very brief couple shots of like other random girls' dorm rooms, right? Just showing them eating or whatever, right? And having them come over to her room to get the snacks and stuff. And we see people doing their clubs. You saw like the basketball, the volleyball. Like, it really feels like an alive school, especially because they do keep throwing names around. I don't remember them, but still, somehow just having the names said, to each other, it makes it feel like everyone like knows each other, like we're like a real active community. Like, I don't know, it had that effect on me, which I consider that a pretty positive thing. And if they can give enough focus to at least a decent amount of the other girls, so I can really start to put names to faces, that would be even better. But yeah, good episode. Hopefully next episode we do get our blonde girl. That's kind of where my hopes are at. And yeah, hopefully I see you in that reaction. Until then, bye bye.